creamy, rich, spiced prawn curry, and you won't even believe it, but this one comes together in less than 20 minutes. Believe it, friends, this is my creamy Sri Lankan prawn curry. Typically, making a curry from scratch can take a long time and a lot of chopping. We're going to do a beautifully rich and creamy curry without all the long preparation time. Believe it? Alright, so let's get started with our ginger first, and the easiest way to deal with this is just with a teaspoon, quickly peel off the skin. I know I promised minimal chopping, but really rough is all you need here. And then I find the quickest way to create a curry paste base is in a mortar and pestle. So throw in your ginger and then throw in your garlic. Just pop those little cloves to get the skin off. It's just that I find using the mortar and pestle, there's less to clean than having to undo all those little parts. Now add a little bit of salt. That texture is going to help to grind everything really quickly, as well as adding some flavour. Okay, now a couple of green chilies. Again, just a really rough chop here. These go in, and a couple more bursts of pounding. And that's it. So this is how chunky you want it, guys. No need to be super fine dining about the whole thing for this one. Now I want some oil in my pan and get that paste straight in there. Now I just want to give this paste half a minute or so just to start to become beautifully fragrant, some of that raw garlic to cook out. Now I'm going to add in some curry powder. So I'm using an Indian curry powder, just a mild one. If you can get a hold of a Sri Lankan curry powder, that would be even better. Again, just a couple of seconds here for that curry paste and those spices to start smelling aromatic. Now in goes some tomato paste. And now some chopped tomatoes. Now I want a few minutes attention here for these tomatoes. What I want is for the tomato pieces to start to break down and release some of their flavour and liquid. And just to speed things along, I like to use the back of my spatula here to kind of push down on that tomato as it cooks. Now if you have a look here, the fresh tomato and the rest of the ingredients have become a sort of friendly little paste together, and some of that oil is now starting to separate out of the mixture. You can see that bubbling away. Oh, and it's smelling wonderful as well. That's when I know we're ready to add our other ingredients. So I want some coconut cream. And some chicken stock. And now a cinnamon stick. And then be a little patient here. We've still got time, don't worry. I want to give this a simmer for about 8 minutes or until it looks beautifully golden and creamy. You'll see what I mean. Okay, so my kitchen is smelling full on amazing right now. Let's have a look at our curry sauce and just check out that beautiful sunshine yellow color. It's so creamy. Oh, yum. Right, I'm going to add my prawns in now. We just need a couple of minutes until those prawns turn opaque. And now time for some last minute seasoning here. Wow, that is so gorgeous. Beautifully spiced, and that just that hint of tomato and that creaminess, perfect. Well, not quite perfect. I'm going to add a little bit of sugar and just a pinch of salt. And now I always like to keep Indian naan bread or roti bread in my freezer, and I've just had some warming through in the oven. And so now we're ready to serve up. And just a few little bits of greenery, some coriander at the end here. Just can't get over that colour, so gorgeous. And the time, so quick. All right, a piece of my bread, or two. And now comes my favourite part, of course. Just tear right into that bread. Dunk that straight in there. You can do rice as well, but it's so satisfying dunking bread in curry sauce. It tastes like you've been simmering it for like hours, honestly. So good. And I am one happy girl. Wow. That is just like a huge hug from your grandma, if your grandma was Sri Lankan.